Ife Onyegbule, thank you so much for joining us once again. So,
thank you for having me.
Yeah, so this is a time where we put you under the fire. But not because you're a woman, but because you're a woman of substance.
I'm outnumbered.
Oh, yes, you are.
So we've been talking about not just equality, but equity. People also talk about equity,
Yes,
when it comes
very
to
important.
gender parity. We talk about, is a patriarchal society where you see 40% of the global workforce, women make up the 40% of the global workforce, but hold only about 28% of leadership roles. Sometimes I kind of like argue with that because if you look at TVC, for instance, we have women everywhere.
Yeah, TVC is just one organization.
Absolutely. Yeah. So how do you think the women folk have been or has been well represented when it comes to politics, decision making, and entirely leadership role?
Okay, so I'm just going to take out the
as we celebrate the International
Women's Day. I just want to talk about the well-represented that you talked about. Yes, there are organizations where you find women. You also look at, you just talked about politics. Women are there, but are we there? The answer is no. And you also just mentioned a while ago the patriarchal society. That's where we are. And it happens every day, in everything. People are still, assigning gender roles and all of that. And they forget that we're in school the same time. We're in school for the same period. We're in class for the same course. There are courses where they say, oh, it's just for men. You find women doing so well in those courses. Now, when it gets to the office or the boardroom or whatever, or however you want to look at it, there are places where you go to and men still earn more than the women. It shouldn't be. And that's where equity comes in, where all women's rights are human rights. We need to understand that first. So everyone needs to have a level playing ground where you go to prove yourself. As I say to young people when I get to, train them, talking about broadcasting, because that's what I've known, that's all I've known in my life. I say to them, you've got to be 10, 20 times better than a man before you get the opportunity to actually lead in some areas. And that's why I say to people, which is what has helped me to thrive in the profession, you've got to be very good. You must be able to prove yourself because people are looking at you from different, lenses, different prisms, different angles. How you get to prove yourself is what truly matters. And I think that women need to step out and get those opportunities. I'm not one for saying give women, give women. I don't like that word, give. Nobody's going to give you anything. You must get out there and fight for a shirt and earn that responsibility and be able to carry it through.